Hello, I'm the Loot Cartographer, and this is the 180th video in my Fallout 76 Surveyal series, and here we are at the Whitespring Resort. Taking a look at the map, we are right here, and this is actually in the Savage Divide along Highway 62. The last 4 videos have all taken place in and around the Whitespring Resort grounds, the golf club, the exterior, the Whitespring Station, and the Whitespring Lookout. Now we're actually inside. We're going to capture this place before it changes. Now, in terms of the enemies you're going to find in here, Radroaches. Now, along with that, there are robots, as you can see walking around me here. You got Protectrons, Mr. Gutsies, and Assaultrons. Now, along with that, there are also turrets, but all the robots and turrets are friendly. And there are no collectibles, and there is only one type of collectible node, and that is a woodpile that you can find near a fireplace. But why don't we go ahead and take a look at this place, do a full tour of it as it is now. Okay, so most of the upper floors of the Whitespring, just as a thing to start out with, are shut down, and maybe we'll see them open up at some point in the future, but they were shut down for a renovation January 1st, 2079, and they are still closed now, but we can still take a look around the main level here. There's a little bit of the upstairs at the other end of the facility over that way, and there's a full downstairs area here with all the shops. So why don't we go ahead and look at the entrance hall here first. Just real quick, I'm going to point out where this exits right here. Alright, this is the front entrance. The front gardens, this whole front courtyard area. So let's go ahead and head back in. Alright, now with that covered, why don't we take a look around the entrance hall here. So, we got this stairs down here to the lower lobby and shops, but along with that there are a couple of staircases up to the next level. And along with that there are a couple of ramps off to the side that also head up to the same level. Okay. Now, you can't pick up everything here, like not all the ceramics, I mean, but there are a lot of ceramics you can pick up, and there's a whole lot of junk and things like clothes hangers and stuff like that. So, why don't we go ahead and head up here. Again, the stairs down to the lower lobby, the other ramp on the other side, and that covers the entrance hall. So let's head right in here. Now, you can see here, second floor, dining rooms and ballrooms to the left, lobby bar and soda fountain to the right. Now, that's not entirely accurate because there is also a ballroom to the right, but we'll see all that now. So, fireplace here. Little sitting area next to another fireplace. More sitting area. There's just a whole lot of sitting areas here. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right off. We got the lobby bar here with Tannin. And when you trade with him here, you can see that there's just a bunch of booze you can buy from him. Okay. Coming in here, more areas to sit. Right over here, it's not here right now because it's only collectible during a quest to pick up these holotapes. There is a holotape that shows up here called Bridge Club Recording, and why don't we go ahead and listen to that now.
Tannin, another scotch.
Ma'am. What about you, Liz? Have you made up your mind yet?
Oh, Bill's keen on Charleston. We were social with the governor. I'm sure he'd make arrangements for us.
Evans? That snake?
He was always for sale. Not a terrible thing if you're the buyer.
Can you imagine? Parading into town like a troop of beggars. And Charleston knows us. It always was a slum. Now, with refugees swarming like flies... Ugh. No. The resorts are the better option. If the Whitespring won't have us, we should try Pleasant Valley. Even Sunnytop.
Sunnytop? Really?
I'm not there for the skiing. Or the clientele. But I'd rather stay at a shoddy lodge than take my chances with whatever may be going on down in the valley.
Ma'am.
Just set it down, set it down. Now, let's finish this rubber. $1 a point.
I mean, if that doesn't show you how isolated they were from the outside world by 2079, well, this is late 2078 when that recording was made. I mean, Governor Evans was no longer in the state capital. He had fled, basically, on the day of the bombs. No one knew where he was. Along with that, the Pleasant Valley and Sunny Top ski lanes... the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort and the Sunny Top ski lanes were both controlled by raiders. So not a terribly promising place to go, Henrietta Winchester. Also, if you did watch the golf course video, you'll know that she was the one who was making the complaint about the golf course. So, we got this little closet here, which is just, looks like a little bit of supplies, and along with that, a couple of bot pods. The entire resort had gone unabated, and that's why there's so many bot pods that we'll see sitting around in places. So, I'm going to go ahead over here, and there's a set of stairs down. There's also the set of stairs up, but even with my mega jumping, I can't get over that. So, invisible walls abound. If we do head downstairs, I'll just point out where this comes out. This little hallway down here. And right over here, we actually have all the shops. Now, we'll come back down here when we get to the shops themselves, but for now, we're still exploring this second floor. Alright. So, again, like I said, though, a lot of sitting areas. Alright. Now with this nice green room shown, let's go into the next room, which is definitely a ballroom. So again, this is the one where I was saying that sign wasn't entirely accurate when it was pointing out what things were where. Now, along with that, we've got this this right over here, the soda fountain with bubbles, which she offers many different varieties of Nuka-Cola here. Alright, now unfortunately you can't grab those ones from behind the counter. I've tried, believe me. So you have to trade if you want them. Now there's another door right over here. Okay, and here we are at the rear putting green. So it's one of the last areas we explored in the video covering the exterior of the Whitespring. Why don't we go ahead and head back inside. Alright. Now, back into the ballroom. And more sitting room on the sides. And we also have this employees only area with just a bot pod. So like I said, a lot of bot pods all over the place. Okay, now we could either head down through here. You can see that there's a closed door here. Can't do anything about that. But we can head over this way, and we get to another hallway. More sitting areas, and right here we have another sitting room. Really, just a lot of this hotel seems to be just places to sit and drink. Closed doors on both ends, going to different wings of the hotel that we cannot enter. Look at that, there's one of these monkeys here. And then there's the elevator, which, if you'll take a look here at the buttons, there's the lower floor, the first floor, we could go to that. The second floor we're on now. Third and fourth do not currently work, so we'll just keep that in mind. Okay, well that covers this end of the second floor, so why don't we go ahead and head back towards the lobby so we can check out the other wing. Well, there's multiple wings here, but the other direction, I should say. Okay, again, here's that sign. So there's the entry hall right there. We're back here. Okay, so if you just cross right over here, instead of going right, you find this little lower mezzanine area with a piano. More places to sit and drink. Okay, back up here. And we can now head over this direction. Now, right over here, there's a holotape you can find during that quest to find these holotapes telling the story of the Whitespring, and this one's called Everything Changes.
It's funny what comes to mind at a time like this. When I was little, I used to come here with my grandfather. Every morning, we'd sit right here, have donuts, read the paper, just the two of us. Everything changes. They got rid of the donuts, and the staff, and the whole world. This spot, it's still here. Joyce did her best. They all did. Hope they make it out there.
All clear. This sector
As
is
for me,
secure.
I'm going to stay right here. Have one last donut. Whatever happens, happens. Everything changes. But in the end, I can't imagine a place I'd rather be.
Well, from what we're going to find out later, I'm pretty sure that Chris Evans is one of those skeletons in the dumpster that we found in the last video. So, not a terribly happy ending to his story, but at least he went out in a place that he loved. So, why don't we head over here? Got the dining room down this way, and they're saying all the ballrooms down that way. So, why don't we take a look over here? This is very violently green carpet here, to where it almost seems like it's glowing, doesn't it? Alright, let's head this way. This is where all the ceramic is. All of these little vases and all the ashtrays and stuff. I found 318 ceramic in a full sweep of this area, and that's where you get it. Just a whole lot of tables covered in ceramic. Dining room, obviously. Okay, and then the little bandstand over here with a piano and a cello, I assume. Maybe a bass. Probably a bass, right? I don't know my string instruments terribly well. I know bass is the big one and violin's the small one, so... Alright, so a little employee area back here. Multiple bot pods. And we have a maintenance room terminal. The Whitespring 2080 Initiative. Press release, the 2080 Initiative. For immediate release, the Whitespring announces 5-year renovation plan. May 27th, 2075. The Whitespring is pleased to announce the Whitespring 2080 Initiative, a major 5-year renovation to the historic mountain resort. The Whitespring is famous for its world-class hospitality, amenities, and spectacular natural beauty, said James Wilcox, General Manager. The Whitespring 2080 Initiative is an ambitious, forward-looking plan to revitalize the resort and secure its place among the world's premier vacation destinations for generations to come. The Whitespring 2080 Initiative includes the homesteads, luxury real estate with all the amenities of one of the world's greatest resorts. The Spring Hill, the Whitespring celebrated golf course redesigned for a new era of sport. Ironclad service, hospitality perfected with the very latest in service and security robots. Business class, elevated service for corporate clients including conference facilities, event planning, and corporate promotional opportunities. Modern heritage, completely refurbished guest rooms, suites, and cottages that meet the needs of the modern traveler. Built in 1858, the Whitespring Resort offers a wide array of elegant shops, fine dining, and exciting sporting opportunities for distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me just say that most of these things, the homesteads, the Spring Hill, the Ironclad service, the business class, and the modern heritage, either all failed or were not out to the public by the time of the bombs. Staff Bulletin, July 2077. To all staff from J. Wilcox, General Manager. Confidential, not for public release. I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who attended last Saturday's listening session. As most of you are aware, the Whitespring has not been profitable in over a decade. The board still believes the initiative represents our best path forward and has decided to move forward with the current plan. For the second half of this year, the homesteads continue to be advertised in regional and national media. Remodeling of the Spring Hill continues under the direction of lead architect Ryan Ainsley. The course will open for an exhibition tournament this fall. Ironclad service. Robots have replaced the remaining security and groundskeeping staff. Over the next few months, robots will be phased in to replace personnel throughout the hotel. All staff are to assist in training their replacements. Report any further customer service incidents to your supervisor. Several business class promotions are currently in the planning stages, more details to follow. Modern heritage renovations remain scheduled for January 2079. No reservations will be accepted during the renovation process. And we'll see soon why it is that they still are not accepting reservations. Staff Bulletin, October 2077. To all staff from J. Wilcox, General Manager, confidential, not for public release. Several updates this month. The Spring Hill Golf Tournament has been cancelled. Now, this is meaningful to those of you who watched the golf course video because you remember that Ryan Ainsley, the supposed golf course architect, was actually a nuclear engineer that was forced into the job by his father. He didn't want to do it and didn't know how to do it, so he handed it off to the robots and they built a 7-hole golf course. So that was not going to happen. The Nuka-Cola Corporation will sponsor our first business class promotion. To celebrate the release of Nuka-Cola Quantum, Nuka-Cola bottle caps will be accepted as legal tender throughout the hotel. So that right there is why you can use bottle caps as currency within Appalachia, because they are accepted as legal tender here. At least, that's my understanding. The Ironclad service transition continues this month. With limited exceptions, all non-management personnel should have received their termination notices. An employee farewell dinner will be held in the Governor's Hall on October 15th at 7:30. On behalf of your management team, I would like to thank you for your years of dedicated service to the Whitespring. And Staff Bulletin, December 2078. To all staff from System, confidential, not for public release. This is an automated reminder that modern heritage renovations are scheduled to begin on January 1st, 2079. To expedite construction, all rooms, suites, and cottages will be closed during the renovation process. Okay. Next up, maintenance logs. Week of October 11th, 2077. Routine maintenance Bellman PM30 to PM39, Maids NM20 to NM24, GMO4, Flintlock GMO5, Friedrich, Verification testing, HM20, Stratford, shut down AM11, Lotus, following spa incidents. We'll see about that here in a minute. Install AM12, Vera, as replacement. Apply special firmware update, HM19, Nibs. Okay, well... So we'll see a little bit more about why Lotus was shut down, and Lotus is also actually in this room. We'll see here in just a minute. Week of October 18th, 2077. Routine maintenance, Bellman PM40 to PM49, Sentries SB01 to SB4. I'm not sure why it's not 04. Reverted special firmware update, HM19 Nibs. Additional maintenance, PM08, Anton. Completed install, HM22, Stratford. Continued analysis, AM11, Lotus. Emergency shutdown, Bellman, PM19, 355 sealed pending autopsy results. Prep for golf course robot installs in November. So it sounds like Bellman, PM19 killed the occupant of room 355. So let's see, I think that was it for that. User files. Data corruption detected. Out of 87 files in this directory, 4 were recovered successfully. User log from October 14th, 2077. At first, I was glad to be exempt from the layoffs. I'm just in my own private hell. I'm the one setting up the robots that are replacing all of them, so I feel responsible. I know that's not rational. If it wasn't me, it'd be someone else. But I see how they look at me. I had lunch with Joyce, the clerk down in the candy shop. She couldn't stop crying. Her husband was laid off from the mine last year. She's got 2 girls in college. I don't know what to do. I could buy her a week or 2, maybe. To-do list. To-do. Register Joyce as acting manager. Done. October 23rd, 2077. Implement lockdown protocol. Done. October 23rd, 2077. Robot winterization. Done. November 15th, 2077. Reinstate combat protocols. Done. December 18th, 2077. Locate Whitespring mainframe. Investigate fabrication systems. Organize security patrols. Done. July 30th, 2078. Robot winterization. Done. October 30th, 2078. Abort Modern Heritage. Disable Modern Heritage Protocol reset. Override Eviction Vacancy Protocol. And you can see that they were unsuccessful in locating the mainframe, the fabrication system, and aborting the Modern Heritage. Now, I think the reason that they couldn't find the mainframe and the fabrication system is they were within the bunker. I think that they were attempting to find the hidden enclave bunker beneath the resort, and they were unsuccessful in that. Okay, investigate. Robots controlled by central mainframe. Where? Must be on premises. Terminal access limited. Can't hack out of user sandbox. Conduit's dead end. Not listed in technical specs. Why so many robots? Given hotel debt excessive. Who paid? Why? Complete robot refab system. Set to automatic. Instant. Crazy high end. Repair staff cheaper. Grounds pristine. Mountains. Prevailing winds. Robot maintenance limited radiation exposure. That all? Hand scanner with no door. Mistake. We'll see that hand scanner in a minute. Modern Heritage locked in by mainframe. Can't stop it. Robot reset. Eviction completely shut out. And lockdown terminated. Disable the damn lockdown. Not that anyone even tries to come here anymore. OR, May 30th, 2086. That might be Olivia Rivers? Anyway. Okay, now, like I said, Lotus is in this room, and there she is. Again, we'll see more of why she was shut down in a minute, but for now, we're done here in this room. Container there with some junk. And, hey, one of the enemies at the site, a Radroach. Okay, we're back out here. Again, there's the dining rooms. Let's go ahead and check out the ballroom halls. West Virginia room. None of these are openable. Okay. Let's keep on going. Staircase, again, up is blocked. Down, we can take a look down here. And while this isn't specifically the shops right here, the shops are off in that direction. We'll take a look down here in a minute, but not now. We're going to continue on up here first. Okay. On the right here we have the summit room. Very small room. Looks like a tea service was set up here. And we can go ahead and head out this door. Alright, again, back out here on the putting green. That's the other door we went through a minute ago. Let's go ahead and head back in. Alright, the game just crashed coming back in here, so we're back though. Let's go ahead and take a look down this way. Allegheny room, sealed. Can't get in there. Alright, keep on going though. Another door here, can't get in. And this is the governor's hall. Keep on going down this way. We'll head up there in just a minute. Employees room here. More bot pods. More junk. We can actually pick up those ashtrays. First aid kit back there. And we'll just keep coming down this way to where it dead ends. There's a piano here, a nice little sitting area, and again, access to the elevators. Which in this case, again, go down to between the first and second, but not the... Well, actually does go to the third here, but not the fourth. Let's try that. Yeah, let's go back down to the second. Okay. Let's head back out here. We're pretty much done now on the second floor. We still need to check out this, well, first of all, there's this little sitting area with another piano. There's so many pianos here. Let's head up here to this mezzanine area. And you can find a holotape right over here called One Last Toast. Let's go ahead and play that now.
All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the Whitespring has been our home. A shelter from the storm just outside the gates. It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The Whitespring bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast. To the Whitespring.
Okay, and one more door out over here. Well, a pair of doors, but they go to the same spot. Okay, and again out to the putting green, this time right next to the fire pit. And that pretty much does it for all the exits on this floor. Let's head back in. Okay, we're done on the second floor. Let's go ahead and head up to the third. Alright, now this is as much of the third as we get heading over to there. This area here is sealed off, obviously. Let's go ahead and check out this area, though. Employees only room again here. And again, more bot pods. Basically identical to the floor below, except for no junk and no first aid kit. But there is this container of junk here. Alright. Heading over here, we finally find that hand scanner in the wall that they couldn't find a use for because, well, they weren't a general in the Enclave. If you are, then you get a nice hole opening up in the wall with a nice door into the Whitespring bunker. Now, we're not going to go there right now because we've already done a Surveyal video on that, but that was like 2 years ago at this point, I think. I don't know, it's been a long time. Regardless, turret right there. That was the turret I wanted to point out as one of the other denizens of this location. Friendly turret. And along with that, the elevator, but we already rode this thing up. Alright, let's head back this way. Actually, you know what? No, yep, because we're going to take the stairs down. And again, there's the elevator, the little supply room back there. Passing the summit room, we're going to hit the stairs here and head down to the first floor. We are now done on the second and the third. We're going to check out the first. Alright, we're going to head this way first because the rest of the building is over that way. This is a little end of it over here. Got the Whitespring Theater. Alright. A lot of chairs. Place to speak. And that pretty much tells you all you need to know about the theater part. Right back over here, we do have a little bit of a bar. Oh, and hey, a Radroach. One of the other rare enemies you can find here. Okay. Coming back out here, we got these display cases here. I'm not sure exactly what's supposed to be going on here. If this is like... Oh, these are the inventors of this pot and paddle. In this case, cutting board, but... yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be. Relics of West Virginia, maybe? Not sure. Anyway, though, here we go. Another sitting area, and one of the first TVs that we've seen in this entire place here. Now we can head over this way and check out the employees only room here with more bot pods. Ooh, another Radroach that somehow gave me a disease from this doorway all the way over there. I cannot tell you how much I love that system. Heading back over this way, you can check out this end, which again, you got the elevator here that goes up to the second and third floor, with the third floor being where the bunker is. A little bit more junk in here. Okay. Let's head back through here. We could either head through the Whitespring Theater or around the hall. The Whitespring Theater is the faster way, though. Sounds like there's another... Yep, Radroach back here. There we go. You can also jump up here if you got marsupial. Nothing to see, though. Okay. So that covers that into the resort. Alright, so we've got this little hallway here. That's the general manager's office down there. It's normally locked when you show up. I have it opened, but we're going to check out this area first. Just show where this goes. Another dead end here. But we do have elevators that take you back up to the lobby. Little employees only room here. With more bot pods. A lot of clutter and a safe. Alright. Now, if we come over here, we've got check-in desks with these concierge. And then over here, registration desk terminal. The Whitespring is currently under renovation. No reservations are being accepted at this time. Guests are welcome to enjoy the resort's other fine amenities, including shopping, dining, sports, and education. Shopping? The Whitespring's legendary retail collection can be found on the hotel's lower level. Additional shops are located in Artisan's Row, a short walk across the north lawn. And don't forget the Pro Shop and the Whitespring Golf Club for everything you need to get in the game. We've seen all those areas other than the shop here. Dining. For the finest cuisine in Appalachia, visit the Whitespring's elegant dining room, located on the hotel's upper level. For drinks, snacks, and light fare, check the lobby bar and the soda fountain, also located on the upper level. And by upper level, they mean second floor. This is clearly written by people that are remarking on the hotel in its current state, where you can be in the first and second floor, but not the third or fourth, because third or fourth would definitely be the upper level, not the second floor. But anyway, the Whitespring Golf Club offers fine dining with a spectacular mountain view in the Champions Club, or a more relaxed sports bar experience in the tap room. Sport. Play the newly redesigned Spring Hill course at the Whitespring Golf Club, or enjoy swimming, hiking, tennis, or pool. Hunting and fishing opportunities are also available. Please see a concierge for details. Education. Expand your horizons with a class at Le Grand Gourmet or at Artisan's Corner, located in the lower level. Or check out the Whitespring Presidential Cottage and Museum for a fascinating historical tour. Okay. And again, we've got more robots here at the registration desk. The desk clerk.
Whitespring. All of our guest rooms and cottages are currently being refurbished. We are not accepting new reservations at this time. We regret the inconvenience. Please enjoy the resort's shops and other amenities.
Now, that might seem strange that they've been undergoing renovation for the past 25 years now, but they haven't really been undergoing renovations in that time, as we'll see once we get into the general manager's office. Let's check out the employee's office, our only area. Get back in here, but that's about it for that. Coming around here, we have the stairs back up into the main lobby. Okay. Heading down here. There's all the shops, but we do have this desk here with the duty manager and Stratford, the duty manager.
Acting Assistant Manager Easton and the last of our original guests left when the hotel shut down for the refurbishment some years ago. A sorry piece of business, that. But it was on the schedule.
Alright, Assistant Duty Manager's Terminal and Duty Manager's Terminal. User Duty Manager HM22 Stratford. Today's management team, President and CEO Wilbur Ainsley III, that's Ryan Ainsley's father, the golf course architect. General Manager James Wilcox Sr. Acting Assistant Manager Joyce Easton, we heard her speaking on the Last Toast holotape. Deputy Acting Manager Stratford. About Stratford. Management Model HM22 Stratford is programmed to handle all aspects of day-to-day resort operations, including guest relations, record administration, security coordination, and staff supervision. Stratford is fully authorized to make any and all necessary decisions regarding the personnel, property, and the guests of the Whitespring. Guests with concerns or wishing to speak to a human associate are encouraged to contact the corporate office between 1 and 3 on Thursdays. What a window! Okay, let's check out the Assistant Duty Manager's Terminal. User, none. Today's management team, all that, yeah, nothing else to see there. Okay, why don't we go ahead and, instead of heading down to check out the shops, we're going to head over through here and check out the General Manager's office. Again, heading to the left out here, we have the long hallway that heads back down to the theater down there and the elevators beyond. But here, General Manager's office, level 0 lock when you show up, and there's also a holotape here called The Whitespring Staff Meeting, December 27th, 2079, and we'll listen to that now.
Really, Lou? Really? You set up the damn things. Don't tell me you don't know how to hack them. Can't you just shut them off or keep them from turning on us? There has to be a way.
Paula,
No. Really, no. I'm sorry, Paula. We've tried everything. Not just me. Every guest who can work a terminal. We've been locked out. We're getting kicked out, and there's nothing we can do.
Paula, how's the training going?
Friedrich's classes are a joke, but the guests have been pitching in. The Warrens picked up a few things on safari. Sergeant Thomason's been teaching marksmanship.
Thomason? That crank who thinks the communists are bugging his room?
Yeah, best we got.
God.
At least people have been stocking up. The all-you-can-carry shopping spree was a hit. No one turned that down. Anyone have anything else? Robert, how are things?
Keeping on.
Good. The gala's on Sunday. So, this may be our last staff meeting. Whatever happens, we did all we could this past year. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Okay, now we do have another safe here, a level 3. And we have this terminal, General Manager's Terminal. We've already read about the Whitespring 2080 initiative. I should actually first say General Manager James Wilcox. We've already read all this stuff about the Whitespring 2080 initiative. Then we have Whitespring Corporate Intramail from July 12th, 2077 regarding listening session. From Ainsley W. to Wilcox J. Subject regarding the listening session. What did you expect? Ironclad was never going to go over well. You should have done this piecemeal, one department at a time, frog in a pot and all that. Now it's a PR nightmare. Did you see this morning's Herald? You made the front page. Another big corporation turns to robots, tosses its employees to the curb. We'll be lucky if there isn't a picket line outside the front gate tomorrow morning. At least we've got a sentry bot there now. From July 20th, 2077, Homesteads. From Courtney C. to Whitespring Board and Wilcox J. Subject Homesteads. Disappointed to see the Homesteads report for quarter 2. Out of 100 lots, we've sold 5, and not one housing start yet. Homesteads is the financial linchpin of the initiative. We didn't sell half the hotel's land for nothing. We need that revenue to prop up the capital improvement loans for Spring Hill, Ironclad, and the Heritage, and just to keep our investors on board. If they catch wind of this, it's all going to come crashing down. From August 14th, 2077 regarding business class sales. From Hull C to Wilcox J regarding the business class sales. No dice. General Atomics and Robco both backed out when they learned they weren't going to be the single source for Ironclad. We had to can the Starlight Holiday Movie Spectacular when they demanded we comp the whole list of celebrities. Even Hubris canceled on us. Nuka-Cola still locked in for October. You sure you want to go through with that? I know you need a win with the board, but this is nuts. Bottle caps? Seriously? There's no way their marketing budget is going to cover our costs. What good's corporate sponsorship if it bleeds us dry? From September 28th, 2077 regarding Ryan. From Ainsley W. to Wilcox J. regarding Ryan. Of course he's over budget. Of course he's behind schedule. I own 24 golf courses, James. And I've never seen a redesign that wasn't. This is Ryan's first project. It may take him an extra month or two, but he's a smart young man. He'll get it done. Those 9 years of college weren't for nothing. Until then, back off. I have to put up with this bickering from both ends. It's a hell of a lot easier for me to fire you than my son. Now, note the date on this. September 28th, 2077. On October 8th, I believe it was, that's when Ryan handed in his resignation after the golf course ended up the way that it did, so... And October 15th, 2077, regarding Ironclad status. From Palmest L to Wilcox J, regarding the Ironclad status. Hey boss, yeah, still working through the backlog. The spa robots need the most work. Didn't anyone check their specs? Assaultrons don't have fine pressure sensors. They can't do massage. It's no wonder we've had so many spinal injuries. Remember Lotus from upstairs? Yeah. The Bellmen have lost 24 suitcases this week. Antoine set his kitchenette on fire again, and Nibs flooded the candy shop with dark chocolate. Could you get Joyce an extension until we get him sorted out? So there you go. That was how he was helping Joyce out. He had Nibs flood the candy shop. User logs. No logs found. Okay, and one other thing about that real quick. We're gonna go and take a look at the bellman here in a minute. But anyway. On to Acting Assistant Manager Joyce Easton. We've already read everything in the Whitespring 2080 initiative, so Whitespring Corporate Intramail. Nothing there. But while Mr. Wilcox had stuff there, not in user logs, she has stuff in the user logs. October 24th, 2077. Lou reprogrammed the robots to recognize me as Acting Assistant Manager. Said it wasn't hard. I'm the most senior employee left on the payroll. That makes it official. As official as it's going to get. I've asked Robert to seal the hotel, make sure no one else gets in or out until the radiation settles. Paul is taking inventory. Lou's going to retool the robots to make sure they're prepared for a fight. I've moved up to the front office. It still feels strange being in here, but the guests need to see someone in charge. I'll do my best. This is the Whitespring. We have standards to maintain. This is, of course, the day after the bombs, so... It seems that Wilcox fled, leaving Joyce in control. October 25th, 2077. I spoke with a guest at dinner last night. It's gone surprisingly well. Those who wanted out got out as soon as the news came. Most everyone else is just glad to be safe. There are worse places to be trapped than one of the world's best resorts. There have been a few incidents. We had to confine Mr. Tomlinson to his room after he started waving his gun around and yelling about communists. I think some of the execs from the conference group were planning something up until they saw the robots taking my orders. After that, they've become quite the gentlemen. And December 10th, 2077. When the world goes to hell, you don't expect much good news. Well, today we got some. Paula's inventory. We're set. With so few people left on the property, we've got food enough to last years, maybe a decade. Other supplies too. Clothes, meds, spare parts, generators, guns and ammo if we need them. Probably better off than those vaults. Can't be too careful though. That Nuka-Cola promotion is still going on, so I arranged for the robots to bring the caps they find, and I'll dole them out to the guests so that they can buy what they need. Makes for a nice little rationing system. And July 21st, 2077. Even Miss Roth's never seen a winter like this. The last of the snows finally melted last week. Radiation levels are down, so we started sending groups out to check on the grounds, see what we can salvage from the cottages. It's eerie. Outside the gate, things look pretty rough. Abandoned cars, dead grass, not a person to be seen. Paula said she saw a deer with 2 heads. Inside, the Mr. Gardeners already have the grounds cleared and flowers planted, like nothing ever happened. So this is kind of a strange entry, for multiple reasons. So, July 21st, 2078 is apparently when the snows melted here at the Whitespring. But, I mean, we know, at least from the Rivers Manor, that there were people already going past their manor in pretty early in 2078. We also know from the Monongah power plant that they were being raided in January. So the length of how long the snow was on the ground, it's difficult to say. Now, I'll grant you those other locations don't really say there wasn't snow on the ground later in the year, but it kind of seems like maybe it was still cold, but not like blizzarding radioactive snow by January. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next entry. August 30th, 2078. We're starting to see some people on the roads now. Mr. Wellesby volunteered to go talk to a group of them. Between the bombs, the radiation, the winter, it sounds like a lot of people are dead. God only knows what the big cities are like. I told Lou to keep the grounds locked down. No one in or out except with my permission. It's hard, real hard. I've lived here my whole life. Appalachia's a place where you help folks, you know? We've all run on hard times. And we could help. We could help a lot. But once you start taking people in, where do you stop? At some point, there won't be enough to go around. December 1st, 2078. Got the announcement this morning, Modern Heritage, that damn remodel is still on. Lou jumped on it right away, called in everyone who knows about programming or robotics. They're still looking, but they haven't found a way to stop it yet. I guess we can sleep in the lobby for a couple of weeks if we have to. December 9th, 2078. Damn Wilcox, damn the board, damn the initiative. Lou's exhausted. He's still trying, but he's at the end of his rope. It's all hard-coded somehow. He can't stop it. Come January 1st, the hotel shuts down for the remodel. We all get locked out of our rooms, the robots get a system update, see how long we've overstayed our reservations, and kick us vagrants out permanently. Then they remodel the rooms. Wait for the state building inspector. He's going to be a while. That right there is why the place is still in renovation 25 years after the bombs. As far as I can tell, they've probably finished all the renovations, but they're waiting for the state building inspector to come by, and that's definitely not going to happen. And December 31st, 2078. We should stick together, but we've been arguing for weeks. No one can agree on where to go or what to do. Lou and some of the guys are going to try to take out the robots on the golf course, see if they can hole up there. We heard those guys when we were doing the golf course video in the holotape. They're coming. But most of us aren't up for a fight. Another group wants to head up to Pleasant Valley or onto the Sunny Top, see if the other resorts will take them in. Paul and I are leading a caravan to Charleston. Robert won't leave his post no matter what. We've done everything we can to get ready. Artisan's Corner is running wilderness survival experience classes. The sportsmen have been teaching shooting out on the putting green, and I've made sure they'll have all the food and supplies they can carry. No sense of rationing now. The New Year's Gala is tonight. One last night. One last night before we join the world in this madness. Alright. That actually provides a pretty concise history of what happened here at the Whitespring, even without the holotapes, but there's still one more holotape to go. So, why don't we go ahead and leave the general manager's office and go take a look at the shops. I also said we'd take a look at the bellman, so let's head over here.
Please remember to secure valuables, including cash, checks, jewelry, sporting equipment, and missile launchers. The hotel is not responsible for lost, damaged, stolen, or irradiated items.
Alright. Come in here. Cap stash. Along with that, there's a safe. Level 3. Let me see if I can get him to talk again, because he says something pretty funny.
Please remember.
That's not it. Basically, just saying that they're not taking any new luggage because no one's picked anything up in 23 years. So, anyway, here we go. The chemists. Alright. And here we have Doc Stanley.
Detected. Commencing introduction. We have chems.
What an introduction. And we can buy chems. What a surprise, right? Alright, over here we do have a Nuka-Cola machine. And we've got all these drugs back here, but we can't loot them and we can't open the cabinets. Along with that, there's the milk machine full of empty milk bottles. Okay, next up we have the newsstand. And this is books, stationery, newspapers, that kind of stuff. Here we go, Alexis.
Hello, I'm Alex. Welcome to the newsstand. It's so nice to have guests again. You have no idea how boring it's been here. What can I get you?
Well, look at that. Burnt comics and junk. Alright, and we have authentic local goods from the responders. Yeah, there are responders, raiders, Brotherhood of Steel, and Free States bots here, so something that must have been going on after the bombs but before the scorching. It's strange to me that there's a raider bot, but we'll see him later.
Protect and serve.
Okay, and he sells plans, and along with that, just general stuff, clothing, weapons, junk. Okay. Live Chic. Or Live Chic. My apologies.
This is Live Chic. Casual couture with passion.
Floresca.
I have just the ensemble for you. Patches, tears, yes, yes.
And she sells clothing, as you can see here. Alright. Next up is Creekside Lodge. And along with Cunningham here.
Interested in a bit of sport? I'm armor and kit for your next expedition.
We also have the Brotherhood of Steel bot.
Protect and serve.
And he sells plans, guns, ammunition, junk. Basically all the stuff that you could find with the last guy. Alright, Cunningham.
All of our trophies were bagged by guests of the hotel.
Basically clothing for outdoorsmen. Alright. And Bespoke. With
Welcome
tweed.
To Bespoke, the finest tailoring in Appalachia. Not that that's saying much. A fine hat is always in style.
Alright. Clothes. Now, along with that, you know, I just have to say that I think I would fit in here very well with this fancy clothing, my flip-flops. Alright, and we get a little back room here. Changing room. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out Le Grand Gourmet. Well, first though, Captain Kids. With Cap'n.
Ahoy there. Welcome to Captain Kids.
What is that voice?
Ahoy, little sailor.
So yeah, obviously a kid's shop, baby shop. Let's see what he has for sale. Looks like junk that's made up of toys. Okay. And again, Le Grand Gourmet. So in here we got basically cutlery, plates. Who's this right here? Antoine.
Welcome to Le Grand Gourmet. Are you here for a cooking demonstration?
And he sells recipes. Interesting, I might check this out later. I mean, I knew he sold recipes, but I didn't realize there were actually a few that I didn't have there. And we have Marie.
This is Le Grand Gourmet, a place for those with refined palates. I imagine you are more accustomed to roadkill.
How nice.
Perhaps a nice skillet or sauté pan? No. You seem like the throw it into the fire type.
Alright, and she sells food and cooking implements. Okay. Let's head out here. And again, this right here is that staircase we came down very early on. Come back up here. There we are. This is where that first little holotape was that we found. And the lobby over here. Alright, let's go ahead and head back down the stairs, back down to the shops. Okay, and there's also this door out that we didn't check out last time, past these bot pods. Okay, and here we are, back out in the main courtyard. There's the main entrance that we came in the first time. Well, we were already inside, came out to go check it out. Let's head back in. Alright. Let's take a look over here. Got about half the shops left here. Black powder. Local goods from the Raiders. Strangely, this one doesn't have the Raider conversations that you can have with the vendor bots that you can find up at places like the Pleasant Valley Station and up the Sunnytop Station. Okay, plans, ammunition, weapons, junk. And right over here, flintlock.
Attention, sir! Arms and armament awaiting inspection, sir!
It's amazing that they're selling things like that 50 caliber machine gun at a place called Black Powder.
Do you have sufficient ammunition, sir?
And he sells guns and ammunition and plans. Alright. Coming back out here, we have Elegance, with the least elegant sign of any location.
Come in, come in. Welcome to Elegance. Our master stylists are only available by appointment, but you're welcome to look around.
Alright. Yeah, they're only available by appointment, but they don't take appointments.
I'm afraid I'm all booked up for the day.
Are you now? Cynthia, Carolyn, Cheryl, and Clarice. Alright, let's head back out here. The Whitespring Spa, with local goods from the Free States.
We offer a wide variety of hydrotherapy and aromatherapy treatments.
So it's Aloe and... where is she? Vera.
Due to reports of spinal contusions, robot chiropractic and massage services are no longer available.
That was the fate of Lotus. Alright, let's talk to Aloe.
Our highly trained massage therapists should be back shortly. Our signature sulfur baths will leave you feeling rejuvenated.
Let's see what he has for sale. Looks like a lot of plans. Some ammunition, junk, weapons, armor, stuff like that. Alright, and we got some terminals here. The Whitespring Spa Terminal. For hundreds of years, Americans have visited the Whitespring to take in the waters, from the Whitespring's signature sulfur baths to the latest aromatherapy and hydrotherapy treatments. A visit to the Whitespring Spa will leave you feeling relaxed and rejuvenated. Note, Robotic massage services are temporarily unavailable. We regret the inconvenience. Today's attendants, Aloe and Vera. Today's treatments, none. Well, let's take a look at their treatment rooms. Suite 1. We got a shower, some robes or towels, and some slippers. They, for some reason, missing some clothing here. Maybe it hasn't respawned here yet. Maybe the stuff in here doesn't respond as quickly as it does outside. But I have found basically shirts and slacks in every single one of these. Not only that, we have the sulfur bath, which is composed of toxic water. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. Alright, another sulfur bath. Basically the same setup in here as well. And Suite 3. Again, same setup. Alright, leaving the robotic spa behind, we can go ahead and check out Artisan's Corner. And this is the crafting area for the Whitespring, though there are plenty of weapon, armor, tinkerers, workbenches, all that stuff outside as well.
Do try not to track blood on the carpet.
You got it, Miss Maid. And right here we have Artisan's Corner Terminal. Welcome to Artisan's Corner, your home for creative, hands-on learning. This month's activity theme is the Wilderness Survival Experience, about Artisan's Corner. Artisan's Corner is the Whitespring's newest and most innovative retail experience, where guests can choose from a wide range of inspiring, educational, and recreational opportunities. Each month, current and upcoming guests of the Whitespring can propose and vote on a theme. Artisan's Corner will spotlight the chosen theme, offering exciting hands-on classes, expert-guided instruction, free workspace, and all the supplies and materials required to make your experience a success. Whether ceramics or cuisine, portraiture, or prestidigitation, Artisan's Corner is the place where creators thrive. Class schedule. Alright, Wilderness Survival Experience from December 15th, 2078 to January 15th of 2079. Venison Charcuterie from Hunt to Hot. Caliber with Class. Gilding your ammunition. Wow. Taxidermy 101. Your pet's forever home. Oh. Oh, that is dark. On guard. Bring a fencing foil to a knife fight. How to boil water. You're doing it wrong. Day tripper or nightcap, running the backwoods still, packing heat, big game hunting with flamethrowers. All classes offer daily. See Friedrich for details. Activity fee, resort fee, historical preservation fee, materials fee, and tax apply. Propose a theme. Validating guest status failed. We're sorry, only guests with current or upcoming reservations at the Whitespring are eligible to propose or vote on themes at Artisan's Corner. Day guests are welcome to enjoy the current activity during their visit. Vote on a theme. Probably the same thing. Yeah. And view voting results. From December 2078, 4 topics were randomly selected from among those proposed by current and former guests of the Whitespring. The results were: the language of flowers. Learn to grow, cut, and assemble elegant arrangements with the help of the Whitespring's legendary gardeners and florists. Amazingly, that got 0 votes. Figure sculpting. Draw on the Whitespring's renowned collection of statuary as model and inspiration for your own masterpiece. Sculpt with clay, marble, or Appalachian limestone, quarried right on the property. 0 votes for that as well. Wilderness Survival Experience. Master the rugged, do-it-yourself skills prized throughout Appalachia. From ammo to armor, cooking to carbines, learn how to survive against all odds. 72 votes. Paper mache. Not just for kids, paper mache can create fascinating, functional, and decorative works of art. Surprisingly, somehow that got 1 vote. Who was thinking about paper mache instead of survival skills when they're getting ready to leave? Maybe people that weren't looking to leave. People that are planning on dying here, I guess. Kind of a dark thought there. Anyway, we have Frederick.
Are you ready for the thrill and excitement of life in a post-apocalyptic hellscape? By popular demand, this month's creative learning classes are on Wilderness Survival. Courses and crafting materials are now available.
Let's see what you got here. Whole bunch of bulk junk. And over here, the crafting area, and now, along with that, also the punch card machine. Okay, so we got weapons, stash, the chemistry station, the power armor station. They would have a power armor station for their wilderness survival classes here. Anyway, brewing station, another stash, cooking station, and armor bench. Alright, that should do it for this little spot. On to Aurum. Okay. Looks like fine goods. And
Come in, dear. Come in. This is Aurum. I'm a afraid we've been picked rather clean. People suddenly see value in gold and silver again. Fancy that. Come in, dear. Come in. This is our room.
Okay. Yeah, again, she sells fine goods. And we have local goods from shopping mall.
Protect and serve.
Okay, a lot of plans, junk, weapons. Okay, go ahead and head out. So this would have been a jewelry store at one point, but it is no longer. Studio 58.
Welcome. May I interest you in our fine art and decor?
Let's see, a lot of plans. Interesting stuff. Mostly camp plans, it looks like. Alright, and along with that, sculptures, furniture, all that stuff. Alright. And that was it for the shops. Okay, well, sorry. One more shop, candy shop. Let's take a look. Now, there are two entrances to the back area. We can either go through here to get into the back of the actual little stand here. We can see they're selling some moldy old sweet rolls in there, some gumdrops and some bubble gum. We can also head into the back, and you could potentially find a, well, not potentially, if you're on the quest, you will find the holotape here. Joyce's message.
Dave, honey, it's Joyce. I don't know if you'll ever get this, but I wanted to make sure there was something here if you came looking. If you made it. God, where to start? It's about 2:30 in the morning, New Year's, 2079. I've been here for the past year since the war. Me, a couple of the staff, about 100 guests, and the robots. Never thought I'd be grateful for the robots. We made out all right. Even made me manager. Can you believe it? But we have to go. Paula and I. We're leaving for Charleston in the morning. I've missed you and the girls. I missed you so much. Take care of them for me, all right? All my love. Always.
So in heading down to Charleston, January 1st, 2079, they would have been there for, well, assuming they survived getting there, and then for the next 3 years, they would have been there for the Christmas flood of 2082. So maybe they survived that as well, but all in all, bad time all around. Candy Shop, Office Terminal. The Whitespring 2080 Initiative, we've read that. User logs. From July 12th, 2077. We all knew. That's what's hard. We all knew what Ironclad Service was. They're going to replace us, just like all the other big corps, bring in the robots, ship out the little people. What are we supposed to do? Join a union? We also what happened in the mines, and no one wants to pick it. We love this place. The last thing we want to do is hurt the business even more. The girls and I are headed down to the concert in Lewisburg. Could be our last one together. Tomorrow, we'll have to start looking for new jobs. October 14th, 2077. 3 months and not one interview. I knew things were bad, but damn. Amy had an uncle up in Monongah, got her a job in the plant. Carrie's moving back in with her folks. The rest of us are still scrambling. There's nothing left for folks like us. I know there's no future here. That's why we made sure the girls got an education, got into college. But tuition's due. With Dave and I both out of work, there's not much we can do. We could take out another mortgage. It might get us through Christmas, at least. Oh, this is depressing. October 15th, 2077. I've never been so happy to see the store covered in dark chocolate. Nibs had some kind of malfunction overnight. He was icing the shelves when Sharon came in. Lou's working on it, but he said it's going to take a while to fix whatever it is. Until then, they need someone to run the shop. So I'm getting a 2-week extension. It's not much, but I'll take it. I'm still going to the farewell dinner tonight. Probably be the last time I see everyone. So that's how she managed to still be here and become assistant manager, was because of Lou. October 18th, 2077. It's so quiet. Everyone's gone. Outside of management, it's just me, Paula, Eric, Lou, and the girls at the spa. And Robert, of course. He's not even getting paid now, but he still shows up. He's been the doorman here for longer than anyone can remember. 60 years now? 70? It's all he knows. Even Wilcox didn't have the heart to send him away. We all felt like that. This place was home. It's just not the same without them. It's just empty. October 23rd, 2077, the day of the bombs. God, what do we do? I was working the counter when the news came in. We all crowded around the radio in the salon. War, nukes, New York, Boston, then static. A lot of people just ran. Can't blame them. If Dave was here, I'd be trying to get home too, but he's visiting the girls. It was homecoming weekend. At least they're together. I might never see them again. Right now, we have to tend to the guests. I can't find Wilcox. No one seems to know who's in charge. I've called a staff meeting for this afternoon. We'll figure something out. October 23rd, 2077. It's just Robert, Lou, Paula, and me. 4 staff, 92 guests, and 500 robots. No one from management is left. The robots were never meant to handle this. Someone has to step up and take charge. They picked me. I don't even know anything about leading people. I've never managed anything more than a candy counter. And from December 25th, 2077. I moved up to the main office, but I still slip back here now and then when I need a little space to myself. It's Christmas. I wonder how Dave's doing, if he and the girls are alright. Not a day goes by that I don't think of them. I hope they're somewhere safe. For now, I have to focus on the people I can help. The Whitespring is my home, my family, more than ever before. And I'm going to do right by them. Whew. Sad story there. Okay. Let's head back out here. And, in fact, I mistakenly thought that I remembered this door also going into that office, but no, it's just another little room with a whole bunch of bot pods and some clutter. Alright, why don't we go ahead and, yeah, there's the elevators, by the way, back up to the ballroom above. But for now, why don't we go ahead and take a look out here at the north entrance. Okay. Coming right back out here. Got the sentry bots rolling around and all that. This again is not the main courtyard, it's the side courtyard here. And that right over there is again the most dangerous bus in the entirety of Appalachia. Anyway though, we can also head back up in here and go through this door. Alright. Huh. That's interesting. That portrait is hanging up in the Rivers manor as well. I'm not sure of what that means. If that means that the portrait is just random there, or if they've also got a portrait of who I think is Olivia Rivers here. Of course, that also could be Shannon Rivers, but I don't think it is. The face doesn't look quite the same. Anyway, though, we didn't go through this door the first time, so it was a good thing we did it just now, so you can see where this door goes in and out. But I think that well, we can also head down these stairs just to point out where this is as well. Again, candy shop over there. Alright, well, I think that does it for the interior of the Whitespring. Whoa. Just noticed that painting phasing in and out of reality. We'll be back here when the updates are made and there are new people brought to the Whitespring. For now, though, why don't I show you the full list of all the loot you can find here? Alright, well, this has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.